Once again, welcome to Living in the 21st Century. Joining me today is Amir Abbas, law student of Naples Federico University in Italy. My brother, it's good to have you on.
Thank you so much for this great opportunity. I would like to thank to Mr. Aaron. Thank you so very much for providing me such a wonderful opportunity to introduce myself on this platform.
Well, thank you for joining me. So I want to first start out, I know you have some very broad strategic integrative plans. I don't know if immediate or in the future. What I do know is that you are studying law as well as biology, I believe, at Naples University. And one of the questions I want to ask you, you want to represent humanitarian, you want to work for a non-governmental organization. You want to represent the poor, the needy, all these unique virtues that come on the people who are struggling for survival every single day. What and how would you make a difference in equal rights for humanity? What strategic plans do you have at this juncture that will start making immediate changes?
Initially, first of all, I would like to tell something about myself.
Sure, of course.
When and where I started this plan in my life at my initial level. First of all, I would like to introduce myself where and when I started this project. Basically, my name is Muhammad Amir Abbas. I am from Pakistan. Now I am living in Naples, Italy. At the starting of my higher education in Pakistan, I started working with different organizations like International Accountability Lab, Pakistan, and Neat and Clean Pakistan, Green Pakistan, YSPS, Young Society, Peace Society. These are the different non-governmental organizations where I worked for the betterment of the humanitarian development. As you know, the index of Pakistan in humanitarian development is very low. Basically, it rely on different four levels: good, very good, good, medium, and low. As you know, our country, my country, is lying in very low level of humanitarian development index. Foreseeing this, the scenario, I worked with different organizations on different platforms, like at my level, on university levels, at inter-district level, at provincial level, and national level. After completing my first project at national level, then I played my role as a flood relief rescuer at 2010 in my local area. During the huge flood in our country, like special areas in Punjab and Multan districts. After completing this project, I moved to Lahore and see the local areas of different communities. Those are below the poverty lines. Especially for them, I started working for their food, their shelter, their fundamental rights. As you know, all over the world, according to international law, basically different rules are prevailing. They rely on fundamental rights, like the first and foremost priority, their fundamental rights are their equality, impartiality, justice, freedom, association. These are the different things on which different nations rely and prevail their system. As you know, as the our world knows that when we deliver fundamental rights to every citizen, they may enjoy their lives accordingly. If we terminate the fundamental rights and cannot provide them their fundamental rights, they will not prevail accordingly as they have their own freedom, lives, nationality, citizenship, and different other things. If they have those things, likewise, we suppose example. In low budget areas, low budget countries like underdevelopment countries like Asian countries, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lankan countries, the children, the people are not enjoying their all fundamental rights. Likewise, European countries, America and UK, etc., etc. So I worked for the fundamental rights of different communities. Like in our countries, Muslim people enjoy their rights equally, freedomly. They go their mosques freely and perform their worships without any discrimination, without any force. While on the other hand, the other communities like Christian communities, Hinduism, and so many other communities are living in our country, but they have no fundamental rights as compared to like Muslims. So I worked for their betterment in our country and worked on their rights, their education, their freedom, and their humanitarian development as far as I can did.
Yeah. So my question is to you. I heard you clearly, and I see your great intentions. Now, if you look at the international world, if you look at the world from an international standpoint, governments play an essential role in assisting their communities to thrive to better levels. I think the first impact has to begin with your government at home. Now, I know there are a lot of countries all around the world, India, Pakistan, maybe Africa is a classic example, where government would have reached out, and even non-governmental organizations had to reach out and giving them support. And within their own internal environment, there's a lot of chaos and fighting, and the support that was meant for specific cultures or specific groups of people, it never reached these people because they were all taken away. Now, you would have asked me, and I heard you, you would have asked me to partner with you, with my organization, to assist you in making an impact in the world. I mean, all this sounds good, but when I was hesitant when I spoke to you, and I have to clearly explain to you why I'm hesitant. And this is in no way to think of you as someone who are coming to scam the world or hurt the world or anything like that. Here in America, just approximately 25 years ago, one fateful day on 9/11, we had the World Trade Building taken down by bin Laden and his group of people. And the world concept and precept of how they view Muslims, whether you are a good Muslim or an extreme Muslim, out of the eyes and the lenses of the American people, they see Muslims as always a potential threat. It doesn't matter whether you're from Iran or Pakistan or Uzbekistan or wherever you're from. There is always that reservation in their minds that harm is about to be done. And these things run through my mind, not having a problem to partner with you, but I can't state for a fact that some way down the road that someone may get radicalized. I'm not saying that you would, I would never say that. And then I would be whole in fault for what would ever may happen down the road. With that being said, I understand your intentions for the world, and any agreements has to be made, it has to be in a legal format between you and my organization, so that we can't leave any stone unturned. That's my safety and the American safety of the world. It doesn't necessarily mean you're going to take a plane to fly into a building or throw a missile across America. It doesn't mean that. But there are many ways that people could be harmed economically, socially, in many different forms. So I have to be very cautious in how I perceive and do things. Putting all that aside, how would you, I heard you clearly what you want to do, but how would you make that initial change at home? Because you said you want to change the world, and that's a very broad statement. Even the governments of the world can't change the world. It's evolving at a rapid rate, faster than the natural eyes can see it, and things are changing every day. Generation mentalities are changing every day. People no longer want to wait for someone to reach out and help them. They're finding ways of helping themselves. So, and I asked this before, what strategic plan do you have in place that you can start penetrating the world's ideology about survival and waking up from the stigma of boredom or poverty, rather to speak? What do you have an immediate plan?
Basically, I want to clear here a single man is the game changer,
I understand that.
can be can be the game changer. First of all, if you, just like you are working with different organization and you have your own organization and you are doing your own for the betterment of the mankind, as you're doing. So as far as my concern, I am a single person. I want to change. I want to see a peace in the world. As far as my concern, I want to devote myself in the betterment of the mankind. How? I have a plan. The plan is this. Initially, as I engaged with your organization, you will make a contract with me. Then I will follow the contract according to your policies and your governmental policies. As I am alone. I am living in Europe. So as far as my concern, we cumulatively point out the different areas according to lower human development index in Asian countries or European or other in relevant countries where we can work for the betterment of the mankind. As you know, different organizations are belong to America and European countries. They are supporting in different countries for the betterment of the mankind, just like for their food, for their shelter, for their health, and for their education. Also, they are working. So I'm just communicating this. We should connect with the American organization who is supporting at different level. So we send a plan to them that we are willing to work with them in a deserving or specially focused areas where the things are necessary. We can request to the American organization or European organization that they will see our plan and want to work with us so that we can show him our working as we have done in my past, as I have done in my past for the different communities like Christian communities, like Hindu communities, and different other Muslim communities in since 2010 to till 2025.
Okay. Okay. So I got you. But it comes down again, do you have a plan? If you have a mental plan, that's fine, but you have to put your mental plan on paper. A plan is
Yeah,
made and followed on paper. And
yeah,
when that plan is put on paper, you have to show the embryonic stages of nourishing your plan. So fiscally speaking, there's no business plan, whether it's voluntary or profit oriented. It all starts with money. So I want to see how are you going to go about raising money to start to support your plan to build it to the next stage. Would you be able to do that?
yeah. I have my plan on my project on my paper. I was working on that plan since last 2 years, but the project is long-lasting project. Uh, I am working on it. I want to prevail that project to maximum areas, to maximum countries. How can I prevail? The basic theme is that some of the stakeholders in my country, like political bodies and local bodies, are supporting me to spread to do better for the deserving people, for the deserving areas in Pakistan. But when I want to continue this project in European countries, like other African countries, so I need some financial support to the registered and supported organization like American organization or European organization. As far as my concern is in my country, in the deserving areas where I am working on it, some of the political and local stakeholders are supporting that project, and I am working on it. As I have already discussed with you, I have a trust institution in my city, Lahore, where the more than 500 students are studying there. We are providing them a free education. The students are completely belong to the Christian community. We are working for them, and we are doing our best without any charging any rupee. We are providing them education, we are providing them clothes, we are providing them uniform, we are providing them shoes, we are providing them shelter and each and everything. And almost 2 to 3 our batches have passed out from our institution.
Okay. So I come back to this again. You're having your support from Pakistan already, both by government
Yeah,
and private organizations? Is it both
private
government
organization,
and private organizations?
private organization, and private people are supporting me for this
Yeah.
better
What
cause, for
about
this global
government?
cause.
Is your government supporting you also?
No, 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 not at all.
Is all private oriented? All right. So, question is, how would you raise the money? What you need to raise the money? What method you're going to use to raise the money
Yeah,
to get your
I
plan
want to clear this.
success?
I want to clear this. I want to request you. You have a proper media connection and links. You have a proper community. You have proper relation with different people. They are also working for the betterment of the mankind in different countries. I want
Okay,
to say
you
this.
are you assuming that I have those connections?
Yeah.
No, I don't have those connections.
Oh no. I want to say this. You are working with different countries. Like as you are working for the Ukrainian people.
Yes, well, I'm not working for the Ukrainian people. I'm giving them the outer support they need by supporting them
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
on
yeah.
TV shows and so forth. But yes, there's some agreements I have with the Ukrainian people, the organization rather. I shouldn't say people, but that is not active right now.
Okay, okay.
So
So,
if you
so I
want to
am,
enter in a legal agreement with me, that's one thing. As I said before earlier, everything has to be done legally. So there's
yeah,
no
uh, I want to enter legally with you. I want to enter in a proper legal agreement with you so that we can work together for the betterment.
so you're going to execute all those strategic plans yourself,
Yeah,
but you are studying
I
right now.
see.
How are you going to do all these things together? You're studying right now. How could you fully commit to um, a voluntary program? First of all, you got to support yourself while you're in school, or unless you've been there on a full scholarship, I don't know. And then you have to spend time to study, still spend time to support your project. A day is only made up of 24 hours, you got to rest. How realistically, I mean, it's good to talk these things, it's fine, but I look at life from a realistic standpoint. Everything has to be real.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
even though these concepts and models are in your mind and they can be achieved, I'm not saying you are wrong. I'm saying to you that the time does not allow you and permit you to do such at this point because your hands are in too many things. Business people think objectively and they're focused. You can't have too many things going on at the same time. Something would you pay attention to and something would not. You're advancing your degree, that call for dedication and time and commitment. Your project that you have at home has to go on the back burner. No entrepreneur or no businessman that you know well is voluntary or profit oriented is going to indulge in any business plans that doesn't look practical. There are practical plans you have, I said there's, but the time does not permit you to do so and execute those plans with pinpoint accuracy is like virtually impossible. We are living some very turbulent times now and changing times. People are no longer giving grants to anyone. People are holding on to as much money as they possibly can, because that's the evolution of this new world we are in. The political hemisphere had changed tremendously. Governments are very focused on what they are doing, and they are very cautious in how they are spending. Most private organizations now are on spend downs because there are clear uncertainties about profit-oriented organizations. Therefore, even though your plans are good, and good people like myself want to help in those plans, people are not just doing it because we live in such a claustrophobic world of psychological negative impacts, if I could put it that way, is that everyone is cautious about everything they do. Oh yeah, man, I love helping the poor. I want the best for the poor people. I've injected thousands of dollars years ago in helping poor people and helping this. But this time of season is not practical to do so anymore. There are times where you've got to make adjustments in your life. If it's not working, just don't try going after it. And we can dream. We can got great dreams. But to bring those dreams into reality, sometimes the present atmosphere doesn't allow us to do it. The environment that we now living in is topsy-turvy, it's turmoil, it's full of conflict and pain. If you look at Israel and always getting attacked. If you look at the Gaza, then issues, all the assets destroyed. You look at Ukraine, they're in a mess. Everybody destroyed. Pakistan going through with trauma. There's still issues with Muslims and Christians. It's a Muslim-oriented country, and Christians is just on the back burners. I may even pose a threat to the Muslim community, right? So with all that being said, of course humanitarian is in a category by itself and it should be treated so. But everyone is just cautious in how to do things. No one wants to match anybody's scorn. No one wants to get involved in groups that they're not too certain about. So the reality, when they want to help you, yes, I would love to help you. But at this time, with this environment that we're living in right now, it doesn't permit me to do so. And it's not because of me personally. It's just a way of life. It's just a way of people's perception in the world. I got Muslim friends. I mean Muslim friends. They even come at my house. They even pray in my house. They go in a room and pray them and do their thing in my house. Muslim friends. In fact, I call one of them my daughter. You understand? And she's Muslim, completely Muslim. But at the same time, I have to be very cautious of how this nation think and perceive things, right? Yes, we have American Muslims who live here, but in the right concept, since 9/11 and Bin Laden, the whole ideology had changed tremendously towards Muslims. My ideology, my friend, is to love my fellow man as I love myself and as God loved me, and to embrace each one as my brother, each one as my friend. To love my neighbors as I love myself. That's my concept of life, you understand? But at this time, all I can do for you is give you the television support you need. If you want to do more shows and talk about this, we can do that, you know? And I would love to see the Pakistan people get through. You know, my friend up there that has the church, we communicate regularly, and that's how we get along. Yeah, you're free to say anything else you want to. We've got like 3 minutes left.
Yeah, thank you so much. First of all, I would like to say that I have a fully funded scholarship here. I have a complete scholarship here. The other thing is this: all the Muslims are not thinking just like extremists. Just our religion is the name of peace. Our religion, Islam, is the name of the peace. We want peace in all the world. So some of the people are they are extremists. blame other people, just like you are saying, some Bin Laden
Yes,
and
that you don't
and
do.
but I want to clear here, all Muslims are not think like this. Most of the people, they lead and they spread peace all around the world. So I am one of them. I am the youth peace ambassador. I want to promote peace from any level, from anywhere, from anything. So I want to mention here for the fundraising. I need your platform for to announce my voice, to spread my voice to the relevant people who want to support. Instead, this is the work of government to do the better for the betterment of the local communities. But being an individual, if we work for the betterment of mankind, for the people without any discrimination of caste and creed and religion, then we become a team, and a team become a proper management, and they will take up too much task, and they perform their duties well accordingly when they need it accordingly according to the project. If you will indulge me in your team as a proper member with legal document, then I will work according to your team, and we will work together for the betterment of the community. Here I can mention this. This is activities are not forcibly for physically. We will do this on media, on talk shows, on television. We will spread our voice via electronic media, because now world is global world. Everything is in our access. So we will do this on TV shows, talks with different activities, and we perform different seminars and conferences for the promotion of the peace and the humanitarian development and the for the progress of the community.
So you're looking in terms of doing some seminars as a way of starting your project. Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Well, we definitely will keep in touch, Amir, and we see where we go going forward in the future. But thank you for coming on. It's a pleasure. And for all those who have been tuning in on Living in the 21st Century, have a great day.